All right. I'm Randy Reid, editor of the Edison Report, and we're here in Philadelphia at LIGHTFAIR 2019. I am joined by Craig Atwater, the Senior Vice President and General Manager of Cree Lighting. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting down with us. So, Craig, tell our audience a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I've been in the electrical industry about 20 years, a little over 20 years. Most of that in lighting, and I worked for Cooper Industries way back when, and worked for the Kraus-Heinz business. And then was part of the transition to Eaton, as Eaton acquired the Cooper business. And after about 20 years there, came over, and I've now been with the Cree team for going on 2 years.
Okay, well, congratulations. So, can we expect to see heavy industrial fixtures at Cree now like you had at Kraus?
You know, it's a different market, and so we're focused on our core, and not seeing that anytime in the near future at all.
I think the main question our audience wants to understand is this ideal situation.
Yeah.
What did Ideal find attractive about Cree?
Yeah, so if you can read all this too on the website, but a lot of what Ideal sees is that they looked at the lighting business as a future strategically for where they really wanted to focus, and they see the industry really at a transformational phase, and there's going to be a lot of changes going on in the industry, and they want to be a part of that. So it's really exciting for us at the Cree Lighting team, because one, we get to be an important part of the strategy moving forward and help them move along to where they see their growth coming from down the road.
Well, I sure agree. We are in a huge transformation, and it was far greater than I ever predicted it would be. And it's good and it's bad, right?
Yeah.
It's having good things and bad things. Another big question that a lot of people ask me is very interesting, because I've had several emails. Will you keep the Cree Lighting name?
Yeah, we'll keep the Cree Lighting name in perpetuity. So we thought that was really important because of what the brand stands for. Outstanding technologies, good quality, reliable product, and really think that's important for us to leverage moving forward.
Well, I think it's a great name, and I think you're smart to keep it. Will you keep the same Cree reps?
Yeah, so one of the interesting things about the way that the Ideal team manages their businesses is all of their businesses are managed as individual entities. So they allow the businesses to run themselves, and so those business decisions will be left to us. So it's business as usual for the Cree Lighting team.
Okay, I think that makes sense. So you're going to keep them separate?
Yeah, we're going to continue to work with the reps that we work with today, and the ones that we partner with to put ourselves in the best position to win.
Okay, and it may be an Ideal rep, but it may not be an Ideal rep.
Yeah, in some cases we share reps already, and that's just fine. So
because I think of Ideal as kind of commodity grade products, whereas Cree more spec grade.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Ideal team has actually a lot of really interesting technologies as well, and so real excited to work with their teams and continue to integrate those technologies with the Cree Lighting technologies. Well,
speaking of products, tell us about some of your exciting products and what are you launching here at LIGHTFAIR?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really great products. Real excited about our stylus linear fixture. It's a recessed, also surface mount, lots of different linear fixture, lots of different capabilities there, high CRI. We've got a viewpoint high bay concept that's really interesting. It'll eliminate shadows on the walls and eliminate the need for perimeter lighting around an application.
A linear high bay or a round high bay?
It's a round high bay, but it actually eliminates the need for wall perimeter type lighting, and you can, with customized and special optics that put the light right where it needs to be, you can really reduce your fixture content on a site.
Okay. Sounds exciting. So last year you introduced Arcadia, and Edison Report gave it a top 10 must-see award. I thought it was a brilliant product.
Thank you for that.
How has that, well, it's not me, it's our judges picked that, but how has that done?
It's done very well. Last year we launched as a concept, and got a lot of really good traction at the show, lots of interest. We took that feedback back that we got from the show and after the show, and installed product in a lot of different places to get more feedback, and then we incorporated that feedback into our design, and it's worked out so well. We are launching the product and commercializing it.
Well, I saw it again at LIGHTFAIR a few months ago in New York, and Shirley Coyle showed it to me, and I thought it was just a beautiful, beautiful product.
Yeah, you'll see it this time. It's out in the open now, so anybody can come by and see it. So real excited about that one. Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little about technologies.
Sure.
What kind of technologies do you like, and specifically I'd like to ask your opinion about Bluetooth mesh.
Yeah. You know, you look at the different technologies and it just changes all the time, and so we're always keeping up with it. Especially when it comes to intelligent platforms, you know, we really like to keep the technologies agnostic, so we can incorporate different technologies and really apply the right one to the customer need. So, you know, we see there's definitely a space for Bluetooth mesh in certain applications. You know, so it really depends on the fixture and the customer application, but you know, we keep the system open so that we can incorporate it as needed.
Okay. LIGHTFAIR?
Yeah, definitely. Again, it's that one we're still learning a little bit on that one, but we definitely see opportunity for it. And the key is finding the right customer application that you can apply that technology to the solution. And when we can do that, that's when it'll start to get legs in the market.
Okay. What about on the horizon? Do you see other technologies coming up that you find interesting?
Yeah, you know, I think the most interesting one that we see is as you start to incorporate systems, different systems together, and their interoperability, you can really start to solve some unique problems for customers. And so we really like where we're headed there, and the position that we have there, and the ability to incorporate lots of different systems to solve problems, but also to do it in a secure way, so that as you start passing data back and forth, that they know that the data is safe.
Yeah, and that's the key.
Yeah.
So you have, I see kind of, you know, different segments of the market.
Sure.
And you have some of the basic, more commodity fixtures. You have some very end spec fixtures. How do you compete against what I call big China LED with some of these commodity grade fixtures?
Yeah, it's a challenge. You know, I think the big thing is that that the products need to differentiate. And if the products can differentiate, then price isn't always the first discussion that comes up.
Well, you mentioned that high bay.
Yeah.
It sounded like that's a real product differentiator.
Yeah, definitely. And you could start to solve different problems for customers, but also you give your channel partners the opportunity to solve problems as well. And that makes it real difficult to compete with a low-cost product that's coming over from somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Some of the contractors I talk to, they throw up Amazon pricing. I don't know if you've heard Google. What did they say? Google, I talked to a guy from Google. Google wants to be the Pepsi to Amazon's Coke. So Google now wants to not only do the advertising, they want to also sell you the products as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to continue to get worse, and I really do think it's hurting our industry.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen a lot of real differentiation. That's probably the best thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's the e-commerce offers some challenges in the market, especially from what we've seen traditionally, but there's also opportunity there. And, you know, the bottom line is, you know, if you look at our channel partners, our distributor partners, they offer a significant amount of value for customers. And I think when they're able to offer that value in the e-commerce space as well, and they're actively doing it now, we work with a lot of them, that value is going to carry over, and they're going to really be able to differentiate and do real well in the e-commerce space. So I think it's a real opportunity for the channel.
Here's a tough question for you. At an Acuity conference call, they mentioned Cree, and they said Cree was a 2-bit player. What's your comment when you hear that?
You know, I'm not going to try and, you know, figure out what competitors are thinking or the different things they say, but, you know, what I will say is I couldn't be happier about where we are right now as a team and how far we've come over the last 2 years. When you walk through the booth and you see all the products that we've got and the great technologies, and knowing all the things that they're working on behind the scenes, and there's more of that coming, and then couple that with us now being a part of Ideal Industries, you know, privately held company, really taking more of a long-term view on their businesses, being a critical part of the strategy, investing strategically. You know, I'm real excited about how we're positioned in the market, and I think we're positioned in a way that not many others in the market are. And I like our position moving forward.
You know, you had a meeting, I guess, in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and we interviewed 2 of your reps that went to that. They came away pumped.
Yeah,
I
great.
mean, they were really pumped up about kind of the direction that the company's going, and they're very excited.
Yeah, it's great. You know, as I said, we've made a lot of progress over the last 2 years, and we've got a long way to go. We still have a lot more work to do, but we have a lot to build from. A lot of good technologies, great people, and as I said, being a part of the Ideal team now and really being able to go forward in the channel together, I think is going to be really strong.
All right, well, good luck with the transition, and if we can help in any way, let us know.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.